me them toesies. Give me them little toesies, kitty. Let me eat them. I'm gonna eat them. What are you doing up there? Come on, kitty. Get down. Get down from there. That old home light a relative of mine just gave me to take a look at. That's an old one, home light super automatic oiling, super 2. Until it's old saw. Alright, Becky here at this spot today. Here's what we're gonna be getting into today. This maple. Carter's over there making his own little video. Alright, tracks here. Looks like there's some deer right there. Stuff's been coming over here. This guy's made like a little ecosystem without even meaning to, probably. When he does this stuff, he kind of just made a little bank here. If it was me and I lived here, I'd make this like a little frog pond. Decorate around it, dig that out a little bit more, and make it like a little frog pond. But it's an ecosystem already. But looks like a Rogers has maybe been here. There's signs of a Rogers. You need to pick it up after yourself a little better. Okay, here's the one I'm after though. Got a big root ball on it. Big root ball. And I came through here earlier and cleared this out a little bit. It was grown up pretty good. See my pants here? I'm hoping that falls that way, not towards me. But I'm not positive. We'll see. Take my time with it and be ready to get out of the way. I may cut it more like right here for now. That way I have room to move. But I'm hoping it kind of lifts up and goes that way. And I've got all this here too. As you could probably tell by my reaction right there, I was kind of surprised that it didn't move. You know, I've cut a few of these down from that are attached to the root ball like that, and it can be risky if you don't gauge the situation. Stayed where it was. Thankfully. So the footage from this video is from 2 separate days actually. One day I went and got some of this maple here and split it up. And then another day we came back and kind of went looking around, which you'll see here later on, for other trees. And I found a lot of dead standing oak trees, lots of wood in them. I would say a good 6 big oaks that are dead, and then some other dead standing trees as well. One that I couldn't identify had no leaves on it. But later on in this video, it'll be on the same property, but it'll be a different tree, and it'll be me bucking it up as well. So this is how I get wood a lot of the times. Is you know, you've seen me get it from logged out land, but then here lately you've been seeing me get it as well from just, you know, down trees and stuff like that. And a lot of it's good wood, like that roadside logging I did here recently. That stuff was actually seemed to be pretty dry. I think that tree had been dead for a while. They thought it was lightning, but I found termites in the wood, and I believe that was the cause of the tree dying. All right, that'll be it then. Got both of those there bucked up all the way to this. I even got another chunk off right here that I didn't get recorded. So those are the two big ones. And then I've got all that's bucked up to about right. But you can kind of see right there it's cut off at the tops. Now I'm gonna get it over there. I'm gonna get it right around there, and I'll go ahead and split it. Got what? Huh? So what I'm doing in these videos where I'm kind of harvesting the wood, I'm adding in this footage of me splitting, but I'm kind of speeding it up. That way the videos don't turn out to be too long, you know. You've got kind of everything that you do, the whole process of harvesting the wood. So going out and bucking the wood, and you know, getting the wood wherever you need to, splitting the wood and loading the wood. Though in this video here, I don't believe I show me load it. Like I have many times in the past. And part of the reason why is because I didn't load it. I just left it lay there. I was planning to on the other tree that I do in this video, but I just left it lay as well. It actually seasons quicker if you let it lay out like that in the sun. But this stuff right here seems to be pretty seasoned. I didn't think it was, but the bark just flies right off of it. This maple, it's been down for over a year, if I'm not mistaken, and maple seasons a lot quicker than oak does. But as I was saying, I'll include the splitting in here, but it will be sped up, and I'll upload the full videos of splitting separately. This is a different day now than I did a little bit of splitting on some maple here yesterday, I believe it was. And we got one out of these woods right here ahead of me. But I think there was another one on the fence there, but I don't know if we may go on up in here towards our cemetery and see if there's anything back that way. So we went that way for a while. Now we're about to go up a pretty good hill here. So I may have to give it a little gas here. Pretty good hill right here. Pretty location back here too. Really pretty location.
Haven't been back here in a while, have we?
Yeah, I've been back here before and got a pig nut hickory. I think it ran a year ago or so.
Are you doing YouTube then?
Yeah, I got a pig nut hickory. I made a video on it. I'd been doing YouTube for a year when I did that.
Comment.
Got a lot of evergreens through here.
Leave a comment if you've seen that video.
And pines and stuff, these big ones here. Those look like those ones I was calling yellow pines at my neighbor's there. I don't know for sure if that's what them are. Them tall, straight ones right there, kind of like big poles. There's an oak right there.
It's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big oak.
Is it dead?
There's a lot of oaks around here now. It's alive. She told me if there's anything dead, I could cut that down too. That hickory used to be, that hickory.
There's just little wood.
Oh yeah, there's still some of the hickory right there.
Yeah.
See, you've got little oaks all over the place in here.
tree.
Haven't been down for a long time. Somebody cut this. See here? The hinge on it. That's poison ivy, looks like, or something.
Don't touch it.
Leaves are 3, let it be, they say. Yeah, somebody fell one there too. So them hickories, that's probably where them come from. There's a cedar. Big oak over there. Now there's a big dead oak.
What?
Yeah, right there, a big one.
Yeah?
Right there. Yep, it's dead. That thing. Look at that tree at the bottom. It's an oak.
I found a plug. I got a plug in the hole.
We don't want nothing that's real hard to get to either, though. I don't have any wedges with me, but I'll keep that one in mind because that one will be a good one to come back to. That's quite a bit of wood in that tree, and it's dead. She told me anything that was dead to take, that I could take, you know. So it's pretty through here. Come on, Cordy. That one, oh man, that one's dangerous. That one's dangerous right there. I would not even want to mess with that tree. Look at that. Wow, yeah, that's a dangerous tree.
Are there thorns?
Hold on, you don't want to even get near this thing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's gone. That is gone. Look at that. I ain't touching it. No more than that. Leaning right on the road too.
that definitely. We all know which way that would fall.
There's another dead one right there. I don't even know what that is. You can see these little game trails here. Look out for the thorns, Carter.
Thorns?
Yeah, they're all over right there. You can definitely tell something uses these trails. Starting to go downhill here now, decline kind of. The land. Yeah, that's definitely dead. I just don't even know what that is. She's probably got quite a few dead and standing here, I'd say. Definitely dead. Got some little ones there too. So what I would do if I was going to cut this one, I would go in and cut these little ones off here.
Yeah.
Get them fell that way and then just cut this one. That one would be taken out though too, probably. Yeah, because it's going right towards, I'd probably just go and take it out and get it out of my way, honestly.
Not too big, is it?
No.
Where you want me to go?
This one may be worth getting.
Do you want me to go over that
Almost looks like something's been rubbing on this.
big bear?
Very well. Could be.
Go chop down his tree?
Alright, so right around there, well, there is a big oak, dead oak, another big dead oak, and another big dead oak. So there's about 3 of them right there. I'll just have to find out if that's her land or her neighbor's land, so I'm not going to mess with that right now. We're kind of scanning out for trees, because even though she's got a lot more back this way, it's all overgrown right now, and I mean really overgrown. And it's not as good as some of these dead standing here. Yeah. There's a big dead standing. There's about 5 or 6 dead standing oaks right here, and they're all pretty big. So there's another dead standing tree over there. I'm not even sure what it is. It looks like a hardwood, but could be a hickory. I'm not sure. It has no leaves on it, so I don't know what it is. But we're gonna go on, keep on scanning. See here, that you can tell they used to have an old road there. It looks like.
Yeah, and but you have to cut it down off the cliff.
Yeah, it was a bad spot. Dangerous tree.
Not very good. Not very good spot to get it.
There's a big dead pine. 2 dead pines.
I don't know if you guys know, but Dad is terrified of heights, so I'm surprised he wants to go up there.
I don't like heights. I've said that before. That's a big tree. I don't know if you can tell how big that is.
That's the one that you were
That's
talking about.
huge. That is huge. Keep on going back here. Kind of what I'm seeing. Yeah, it definitely looks like a good place for a black bear, like I said. And right there, that looks like it might drop off. I don't want to go back in here and get stuck. Oh yeah. Old Red's got it. Get a Red.
Wait, I thought that was the Dodge's name, Old Red.
They're both Old Reds.
Oh. Brothers.
Cousins.
Twins.
Cousins.
Twin cousins.
The Dodge is better looking. This one's got a little more power.
How far we backing up?
Probably all the way to this pile back here where he was at yesterday. Gonna try to go in the woods there and see if we can find anything there.
Wait, in the woods?
Yeah. Remember I told you there was another tree in the woods?
Yeah.
Alright, I got my truck right here. And right back there behind me is where we got some wood a while back. Me and Carter got a tree from over there. There's another one in here I'm about to show you. And you can see we got this big metal beam here from, looks like it was a trailer, like an old mobile home trailer or something. But if I can cut a little bit of this stuff out of the way, I can get my truck right back in there because it's not wet right now, and get right to this wood where I'm going to be splitting it. So that's the plan. Here, that here's the next one though. This is the one right here that we plan to get next. It's still actually in the ground. Not even positive what this thing is. Alright, let's see what we can do here with this thing. It may, you know, when I try to cut it here, just try to fall. We'll have to just see. So here's the other tree that I mentioned earlier, and this one actually turned out pretty good. As I began to cut on it there, I could hear it pop. You know, I had quite a bit of pressure on it. That maple tree over there behind me there, that's kind of crisscrossing that tree, it kind of had a lot of pressure on it. So I went ahead and bucked this kind of into firewood sections, and then I started working on the main trunk there that you see beneath. And I knew that I had to start kind of cutting on it to see what it was going to do. I was hoping that it would keep itself elevated as I made my cut down here and kind of separated, you know, this right around where my bar is there from the top up there. And so that was my intentions. It was to go from there back and get the bigger rounds of wood. Later I may come back and get the tops as well, but I was hoping that it would stay elevated, and thankfully it did. You can see it kind of started to pinch my bar there. I was able to get it out, and I think I'm just trying to see if it's still connected. So what I did was just went ahead and started making another cut here, and I think on this one here it drops, and then that maple tree in the back there that's kind of overlapping, and I think it drops with it, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Yeah, there we go. So it did. That's a little maple tree as well, and what I can do later is kind of go back and just buck that up into firewood sections, kind of like limb wood. You don't even got to split it. Maybe down near the bottom of the trunk, you know, it might be thicker to where I could split them in halves or something like that. As far as this tree goes here, I'm not even sure what kind of tree this is, to be honest with you. I thought maybe maple, but then again, I'm not real good at telling species of trees myself unless I can see the leaves. The leaves are what help me the most. Sometimes the bark, and then some trees are just very distinct, like sycamore has a very distinct bark. It's very easy to tell a sycamore. Oaks, their leaves are very distinct, and even the bark is somewhat. Maples are kind of distinct, but there's so many different maples and so many different oaks. So this one here, the bark looks similar to maple, but I don't know. I've heard of beech. Maybe it's beech. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody else can tell me. I hope to learn a lot more about it in the future. The guy that trained me in towing, he had went to school to be a forester, and he was very knowledgeable about it. And he was the one that taught me that there were numerous red oaks and numerous white oaks. I had no idea. But as I said, this wood here, like there was one I'd split a while back, ash. somebody was asking if it was ash, and I thought it was poplar. And it was about a year ago in one of my videos, and I actually believe it was ash now that I look at it, because poplar has that distinct green, you know, kind of in the middle, at least the kind I've done around here. And I know there's numerous poplars around here as well. Locust is another one that's kind of easy to tell, you know. Birch, of course. So there's some trees that are very easy to tell just by looking at them because of the bark and stuff. And then there's some too that look so similar to other trees. We've got so many different, you know, oaks alone here in Kentucky, not counting all the other species of trees. But mainly what I've dealt with is oak, and then I've dealt with maple, locust. Those are probably the main three, honestly. I've done quite a bit of poplar as well, because Robert had a lot of that on his logged out land. I've done a little bit of black walnut, not a lot. Sycamore, I've dealt with some of that. Elm, very little, and I'd rather not mess with elm at all. It's probably the second hardest wood I've ever split in my life. Second to sycamore only. All right. Well, got those bucks. All right. There's still quite a bit there that I can get, but here's what I got here. Bigger one there. All the way up to there. So, still letting these things go to waste. Getting them out here, splitting them up, turning them into firewood. This is right down the road from home too. So, and there's still quite a bit in that if I want to get it this year. There's looks like a maple there. But there's the top of it. But for now, I'm just gonna plan to get this stuff here, all of this, up there, and then I can split right there and back my truck, which is right there, right up over here, and load it up there. That's the plan. These are solid pieces of wood. Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh, that's close for the drop off. All right, there's what I got out of that. Not a whole lot, but every little bit helps, and it's free. That one I'll have to buck again probably. Not too worried about messing with it right now. And I may even come back and get that stuff too, because there's the top of that one, and then there's just a little maple that goes along there. But I mean, all you gotta do with that, that's pretty much like limb just buck it in the 16-inch sections. Maybe some of that at the base I might would have to split, and then take that there too. But for now, this is what I'm gonna get. That fell down on the fence. You can see there, the root ball of it looks like it's kind of all the way over here. And it was really good because it did just like I thought. I kind of started out there, and it just kept itself, you know, up in the air the whole time while I cut it. It stayed elevated. That way I didn't have to worry about, you know, getting pinched or anything like that. I could just go through there and cut it off in sections. So that worked out really good. So this is pretty flat right here, this stuff, and this ground, and my rounds are out there. And I've actually got a couple big ones over there too that I can add with them from when me and Carter did that tree over there. It's just right over here behind me. But I've got those bucked up. I'm just gonna carry them over here, set them right here, and then I'll probably have to cut a little bit on those branches there. That way I can back my truck right in here and get it. So that's the next step. Go ahead and carry these over now. Carter? Huh? Here's some extra wood. When I get time, I've been trying to just accumulate it and keep accumulating it. It's evening time right now, very cool, perfect weather for splitting. This is so much better than, I was out here, right over there, a month or so back, in July and August actually out here. Yeah, it's miserable, really. Swinging an axe and you know, 95 degree actually. One of the days I was working, it was 95, 96 degrees. And when you're in that kind of heat, swinging an axe, yeah, it's not real enjoyable, honestly, to me. It's just too hot. You've got the bugs and everything too, so that's why fall and winter is so much better. And it's getting close now, so we're in September now. It's going by quick this year. I said this other day too, and I wanted to be very clear on this, because the way I said it kind of, I think it maybe portrayed it in a way that I didn't mean it to portray it. But I was saying something to the nature of, you know, when I started my YouTube channel, it was for money, and which is the truth. I said that before. I told Chastity, my wife, I said, you know, I'm already doing this work. I see people on there making money from it. I might as well record the footage and put it on there, see if I can make some extra money. And I said that in my shed here recently when I got those memberships, that I said, you know, that's why I started it for, but that's not the reason I've kept it and the reason I'm still doing it. There's far more to it than that for me. I'm not making hardly much money at all from YouTube. And not too worried if I do, honestly. If I can, good. If not, not a big deal, you know, which I am some, but not a whole lot. But and like I said, it's not a big deal. But I wanted to make that clear. That's not the reason I'm keeping YouTube or anything like that. I'm very happy with getting to communicate. That's the main reason. The people I get to communicate with on there and talk to. And and the reach that it gives you, the people I've got to meet and everything. So I wanted to make that clear. I'm not just doing it for money. I'm not hardly making anything from YouTube. So it was only money. But the way that I said it in that video is, that's why I started it. It is. But since I've started, I've met a lot of people on there through Firewood and trucking and other things that has made me want to hold on to it and keep speaking with them and stuff. Wanted to make that clear. Anyways, soon I'm gonna start splitting this stuff. Should split relatively well. We'll see. I'm probably just gonna go at it again. Every now and then I feel like just having a splitting session to where I move and go at it, and that's why I put music in there, because I don't really feel like talking. I try to just save my breath and go at it and split the wood. So that's what I'm planning to do. Carter's back there building him a shelter, making little videos himself. It's so much cooler today. It feels like it's 65 degrees. Man, I like that. I'll take that any day over 90. That's so much better. So this video has nearly come to an end now. This is me just splitting this wood. As I said, it's sped up. I also have, I haven't uploaded it yet, I don't think. I didn't really get a whole lot of footage here of splitting. But what I did get, I plan to do just a little short video on it. And so that's what I plan to do for those that appreciate hand splitting and stuff. Every now and then I'll do videos of just a splitting with a little bit of music or something when I feel like just splitting and not talking a whole lot. But I also know that I appreciate it as well when I hear other men talk sometimes, you know, when they're splitting and explaining things a little bit. The audio, if I watch other people, depending on what they're speaking about, I think it makes the video a lot more interesting. More so than music, but every now and then I feel like just kind of splitting, so I'll add music in there. Alright, that's it for another one. Not too much splitting there. Really cool day today. Carter did him a little video. He was making some kind of little shelter over there, but you all be safe out there. God bless.